Hi Sagittarius, I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2022. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in these readings. All that being said, Sagittarius, now on to your November 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. And the first tarot card you have in this reading for November 2022 is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could also indicate higher education or higher learning. You could be the teacher or you could be the student. This could also symbolize religion or spirituality. Some people see this as a high priest or high pope. I say it's God. It can be whatever makes sense for you with the Hierophant. It's like the Hierophant is saying you have to bring yourself to change. Like, meaning you must change something. Too much back and forth and wibbly wobbly about something. It could be a particular area of your life. It could be your career, your job, your living space, a love relationship. It will be different for all of you where this back and forth wibbly wobbly has gone on. Now, it could be in multiple areas of your life as well. You could start to relearn something, re-educate yourself about something. It could be new classes, and it could be because you want some kind of new employment, or you want to upgrade or advance in your career or in your job that you are currently in. And you know, that old saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. It's like you may be listening to too many people, too much advice from too many different people. That could be here on YouTube. It could be in your own personal life. And it could be confusing to you. It's like you have to go within and really ask yourself and tune into yourself, what you want, what you think is best, what resonates with you the most. Let yourself be your guiding light. Some of you may have to breach some kind of contract. It could be a contract of employment if you're already working somewhere and you have some kind of contract with them, or even if there isn't a written contract. You may have to, feel like you need to breach the contract or your agreement with your bosses in some way. Now, again, for some of you, a contract will be involved, and some of you, it's not a contract. It'll be different for all of you. Many of you Sagittarians are making some kind of changes in your life that are going to be better for you, and you're going to feel like you're moving in a more positive direction. But you have to be cautious you don't get hung up on the little details. Sweating the small stuff, getting hung up on little details. These could be snags. You could be too much of a perfectionist, or you could be too fixated on certain ideas, beliefs, principles, or ideals. And these could be like stumbling blocks for you, or hang-ups that could slow you down, create delay. That energy is here. But I just want to say here, it's not really a great time to initiate something new. It is a good time to restart something you already started, because Mars is retrograde. And the retrograde phase goes until January 12th, but the post-shadow period goes all the way until the middle of March. So starting something, the end of January may be okay, or possibly it might even be better if you can wait till the end of March or after the midpoint of March. Remember, you may also feel extremely impulsive at this time, and you need to be cautious of this, and you may also be quick to anger while Mars is retrograde. So you may want to check out my Mars retrograde tarot scopes for 2022 going into 2023. Those videos are on my Vimeo on-demand channel, and that link is down below in the description box, and it is also on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. It's connected to my Vimeo on-demand channel. So you may want to check those videos out to see how you can navigate, what messages I got that could help you navigate through this Mars retrograde period. Your next card in your reading is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles could feel, you could feel depressed. You could feel a little despondent, depressed, isolated, cut off, a little lonely. You could also feel, you could be dealing with financial bankruptcy, emotional bankruptcy. You could have some solutions to some money problems like right there, but you're fixating on some things that are disturbing to you, or you're feeling depressed, and you may not be noticing the solutions to money problems. I do feel that many of you Sagittarians are going through some kind of emotional ringer. You may feel like you've gotten off track, out of balance. Something's off, out of whack for you. It could be your own physical chemistry. It could have to do with, what you're eating, drinking, minerals you're taking, vitamins, all of that. It could have, or lack thereof. It could have to do with that. It could also be just because the energies of the planets. It could be also to do with, things that you have hanging over your head like a cloud from the past. Things, decisions, or other things that have happened in your life that happened in the past could be hanging over you, kind of like a cloud, or things going on out in the world that are disruptive to you. I do feel that some of you, your diet may be a little bit off balance and out of whack, and you may need to eat like a cleaner diet, free of like preservatives, chemicals, and things of that nature, or anything that doesn't agree with you. You need to avoid. And, it's kind of like you need to be brave and confront your demons. Whatever you put off, whatever is disruptive to you, or like an albatross around your neck, or like I said, a cloud hanging over your head. Like these are, oppressive things. It's like you need to confront them somehow and eradicate them from your life. Some of you may be talking to the government in your country or town or city or state. It could have to do with looking for employment for some of you, but it could be for other reasons. It could have to do with zoning, permits, or something like maybe you want to start a business out of your home and you need certain permits to do that, or licensing, or you need to see if it would be okay. Are you zoned to have people come to your home for any services or things like that, products, services? It could be for other reasons. Maybe you want to, build a structure and you need zoning permission or permits and licensing to do that. You may be also looking at ways to clear yourself of debt. So if you have any big debt hanging over your head, maybe you need to file for bankruptcy, or you need to get into a debt relief program, or you need some kind of counsel and advice from somebody that understands, the financial markets, or how to get out of debt, or things of that nature could be helpful to you now. Now, interesting yet, right after that card, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is the divine blessings of financial abundance coming to you. It could be through inheritance or a raise. It could be coming from a tax refund or an insurance payout. It could be coming to you through a family channel, a gift of cash. It could be winning money in some way. But, Ace of Pentacles can also be like receiving other things of value. It doesn't always have to be, this could even be emotions that are being blessed for you. I do feel like some of you get some kind of donation, check, or money coming to you. It feels the most prominent in November or December, but it could even happen in January. So through the beginning of December through to the end of January, I feel like you have money coming your way. If you already are working, you could receive a raise or a bonus or some kind of boost to your income, maybe even an incentive program. Like, if you do this work or that work, or sell this or sell that, you get like a financial kickback or some kind of money that comes to you through your extra effort, your extra, the extra accounts you bring in, or the extra work that you do. Some of you are getting entrenched in something, and it's cloudy to me what it is here, but it could pay off some money for you. So if you have any things, there's a website that you can sell clothing online. You could be getting rid of clothing by selling some of your clothing online. If it's nice and really good condition, you might be doing that. You may be selling your things on online auction. Because I'm seeing Sagittarians put their effort into something. Or you could be creating a website or some kind of program, or digging. Like, I see you pouring your energy into something. But it's something you already possess. So it's either selling things you already own, or it's creating something you already have knowledge about, and you're pouring your energy into it, and you get an income stream from this. Maybe you're good at editing, and you're going to start editing somebody's videos, or editing somebody's written material. And you could do this as a sideline gig, a sideline hustle, or whatever you want to call it, and make additional money to what you already make. So this could be an extra income stream for you. Some of you could be getting a part-time job. But I feel for many of you, you already have the knowledge, the ingenuity, the talent, and the skill to create something out of your own products, services, knowledge that you already possess. And you could get something going for yourself here in the month of November. But it could happen later on to you also. Like I said, it might happen between November and the end of January. If you would like to get an expansion of this reading where I look into my crystal and give you additional psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2022, you can access these videos by clicking on the link down below in the description box, or you can get them on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. So it's like a continuation or an expansion of this reading here, and it's connected to my Vimeo on-demand channel. Card number 4 in your reading is Justice. And Justice is, you're going to be dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, the court systems. There could be settlements of some kind. But it could also be not a legal situation, where situations that have been unfair or unjust for you now become fair and just in the month of November, or perhaps in December or beyond. Some of you could be putting something on the table that is up for question about money or something that's owed to you, or whether something was legal or not legal. So you may want to find out if something that happened in your life, could be buying a property, could be selling a property, could be renting a property, could have to do with a business, could have to do with, I don't know, your own, like a trademark, a brand, a business, your spouse's business, could have to do with disability, child support, Social Security, or some kind of insurance, like whether you got the proper insurance payout or not. I see some Sagittarians, this could even have to do if you were affected by a terrible hurricane or storm that affected you. You may feel like legally you are due something. And did you get it? Did you get the right payout? Did what you get was fair? Did they do something illegal? You could be laying some paperwork or some information out on a table and saying, did what happened to me here in this situation, was it legally just and right and fair, or was it illegal? So you may be consulting a lawyer, or maybe you've gotten past that point and you've already consulted a lawyer and now you're going to a judge about it. It could be that, where something you did or owned or were part of wasn't handled fairly, or you don't feel like it was handled fairly, or you want to find out whether this was legal or not. You may find yourself going through old documents and old paperwork and finding some information that could be very helpful to you now that could drive up, again, was this that happened legal or not legal? Maybe you got divorced and you thought it was legal, but something wasn't legal about it. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you bought a business, or your significant other bought a business, and was it legal or not legal, how it went down? There could be something that was like a loophole, a glitch, something that wasn't signed properly. This would be a good time to look into it. Now, remember what I said about Mars retrograde. But if this happened in the past, you're reinitiating it or restarting it or re-looking into it. It may not be a bad time for you to do that now. So the last card in your reading is the Five of Cups. And this is sadness, loss, and regret. So you could be feeling like sad about something that you could have some regrets about now. Could have been something that happened in the past. This could also have to do with drinking. Sometimes if there's too much alcohol, if you've been drinking too much, or your spouse has been or partner or love partner has been drinking too much, or somebody else in your life. You may be a little hard on yourself, Sagittarius. You may be saying to yourself, I should have done things differently. You may be looking back and thought, oh, I should have gone to that college or finished that program, or I should have taken that job that I turned down, or I shouldn't have gotten into that relationship, or I should have made this decision or that decision. I feel like for some of you Sagittarians, this is what's going on. But it's like you have to heal from this and you have to get over it, because you can't unring a bell that rung in the past. You can't unring it. So it's not going to be good for you to be hard on yourself, berate yourself. It's like you have to forgive yourself and move on from the decisions you've made that now you feel were mistakes or, not the best decisions. Also, if you feel like there's too much confusion about something going on in your life, you may need the help and counsel of somebody to help you see things in a new perspective, help you get things situated, straightened out. Maybe you need some kind of legal counsel, like I said in the Justice card, or maybe you need to consult an astrologer, a psychic, a medium, a therapist, an accountant, a tax attorney. I don't know. But it's there may be some people that you could consult. Also, if you feel like there's too much on your plate, too much in front of you that you feel overwhelmed by, and you feel too despondent and disappointed, either getting friends or loved ones to assist you sort things out could be likely. Or if you have the finances where you can pay some people to come in and give you the right advice or help you sort things out and make sense of things. Some of you may feel like you need that in November. It is you are determined, though, Sagittarius, to make things different in your life. You are determined to do that. It's just kind of like an overwhelming feeling of, where do I begin? You may be a little confused at where to start. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Sagittarians to work with, use, and wear in the month of November 2022 is chalcedony. Chalcedony is spelled, I'm going to spell it because people always ask me to spell it, Chalcedony, chalcedony. It's a nurturing stone. Chalcedony promotes brotherhood and goodwill. It absorbs negative energy. It brings mind, body, emotions, and spirit into harmony, and it instills feelings of benevolence and generosity. Again, I have to say, I'm reading you at sign number 9. I have to say these gemstones have really made sense for the zodiac signs this month. Definitely you need this because you've got some negative energy here that's affecting you in the 5 of Pentacles and in the 5 of Cups. So, and brings your mind, body, emotions, and spirit into harmony. That is strongly what you need now. It's going to help buoy your energy and help you confront negative people or negative situations. It's going to help instill I don't know if I want to say bravery and courage, but almost I'm going to confront this, I'm going to confront that. It's going to activate you and motivate you to do those things. It's going to help you deal with whatever is on your plate this month. It's also a good stone to help you realize somehow some kind of financial gains. And, I believe how this works is it affects your aura. So if you wear this gemstone or you're sleeping with it under your pillow or carrying it, it is going to affect your aura, which will help attract the positive things you want to you. It's also going to be good to help you assimilate to changes that are brought on by other people. Could be your bosses, could be your kids, could be other family members or friends, or circumstances beyond your control. It's going to help you assimilate and go with the flow with changes and not feel like you're constantly, bucking the system or banging into blockages. It's going to help move that stuff along for you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools to look into very specific topics, you can get the most recently recorded series in the links down below in the description box, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com and go to the videos page. There you can see all the different video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how far the predictions go out in time, and you just click on whatever sign you want under the heading of the video series you want, and that link will take you to those videos on Vimeo. Now, the most recently recorded video series I have down below, I'll just name a few, is my eclipse effects from the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. I highly recommend, if you can do so, to also get your rising sign in those videos. It'll give you a more clear picture of what that new moon partial solar eclipse will bring to your life over the next 6 months. And I got to tell you, those predictions, some of them for some of the signs were going out a year from now. My Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022-2023 are also available. There's 4 tarot cards in those readings, plus an animal totem card, and I pulled a gemstone crystal for you also from my velvet bag of gems for each sign of the zodiac. Again, that's another series I recommend to get your rising sign and your moon sign. Your rising sign and your sun sign to get a more clear picture of what's to come for you. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot Spread Psychic Tarot readings for 2022-2023. They're also available. That video series is one of the most purchased video series that I put on Vimeo. I think it's because there's 7 tarot cards and it is a lot of predictions and information in those videos. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for November 2022 are also available, which I talked about earlier in the readings. And my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings, those predictions go out 12 to 18 months. I recorded them in April of 2022, and the predictions go all the way until October of 2023. Now, there's many other video series down below. I won't name them all. You can look at them at your leisure and select whatever you would like. Also, if you would like to get more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. Also on my YouTube community pages, I've started to post these predictions and messages there as well, but they're in a written format, usually about 5 paragraphs long. Many people do find that either some of the messages in those readings or all of it resonate with them, and you may find that as well. So I'd love to see you on my social media pages. And please know, if anybody contacts you, I've said this a million times, I'm going to keep saying it. Hopefully it'll stop, but it continues on and happens for like all kinds of people that have Instagram. I'm kind of surprised how many people are getting this happening to them. I'm not contacting you and asking you if you want a reading. If anybody does that and messages you or starts following you, it's not my account. They've created a fraudulent account. So if somebody follows you and if somebody asks you, because they're winding up to ask you if you want a reading. That's what they're going to do. And it's not me. I only work from my wait list, which I closed in 2018 because it got too full, and my cancellations list, which I still accept people. I still put people on that list. I only read people from those lists, and I contact you myself in writing in an email. It's going to come from me, and you're going to have communication with me back and forth. It's not going to be coming to you through social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's not, if you get anything from there, it's not me. If you would like to make a donation to this channel and help support the readings that I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below. It is connected to PayPal. I want to thank you to those who have been very generous and kind and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help a lot. So thank you so very much for that. I do truly appreciate it. So I hope you have an absolutely amazing month of November, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.